What's up everybody, Peter McKinnon. No, welcome to a little thing I'm going to call Behind the Fraser James. You've all been asking for this, now it's finally here. So these are just quick fire things you can do to get guaranteed bangers every time. But yeah, today we're going to be learning about composite images. These are basically edits to photos that use 2 or 3 different photos in the same image, which are just like everywhere on Instagram. Honestly, Instagram is littered with composite images. People trying to put in things that aren't really there, lighting, getting rid of people. For night photography, you can mask in a sky. Really, everything that you're seeing on Instagram has been fettled with pretty heavily. Yeah, I used it the other day to create an image like this. Whoa, that was crazy. So yeah, I'm going to show you how to do that. All you're going to need for this is Photoshop. Let's do it. For something like this, you're never going to get the perfect exposure across the whole image. So one way you can combat that is to take multiple photographs of exactly the same photo, just use a tripod, and you expose different parts. So for example, with this image here, I was exposing the night sky. So right here, I've got some stars in the sky. So let's take this image and let's pop it into Photoshop. So now there's an element to this photo that I wanted to take, which was using the drone light to create a long exposure light trail in the sky. So here we have a couple to choose from. Kind of digging, the one I used on my actual edit was this one here, but let's mix it up. Yeah, let's use a halo. Straight away, if I skip between the images, you can see that the actual composition of the image is the same. The next thing I got an exposure for was myself standing in front of the Jeep. I wanted to get a picture of myself with my Jeep. So I set the lights up in the sky so it was facing me, lighting up my whole body, lighting up my jacket in the car. It looks a little something like this. So you can see that the whole image is like really underexposed, apart from that one little section where I'm standing there. And you could use something like a torch for this or whatever. And then one more. I also wanted to have the lights on in the car, but I didn't want that to affect my exposure, so I took that separately as well. Here, for example, it's just lights, there's like nothing else there. So let's pop that in too. So now we have our 4 main layers. We have our exposed night sky, our light trail, we have me standing in front of the Jeep, and we have the headlights. So basically, the way I'm going to construct this image is I'm going to blend these images together. I'm going to take parts of each one that is interesting to me and put them into the same image. So we do this by adding a layer mask. So we come down here to our bottom right, this little icon here adds a layer mask to this one layer. So with your layer mask selected, you want to go onto your brush tool and you'll have black selected. Black is basically going to paint away the image. So you can see right here, I'm just painting that out. And so you can see there that what we've done is we've blended those 2 images together. We've left the top half of the drone light photo and we've kept the bottom half of me standing in front of the Jeep. So now we can move on to adding those Jeep lights. So if I just put that layer on top, and same again, I'm going to get that layer mask. Let's just brush the whole thing away. We can come back with the white selected and we can just paint those lights in. Let's just zoom in. And you can really take this as far as you want. Like you can add different elements, as many layers as you like. For the purposes of this, I'm going to just have the 3 layers. I think it looks pretty cool. So I'm going to save it out as a TIFF. Going to keep like super high quality. I'm going to open up Lightroom here and import the image. And in the develop panel here, we can get into work into coloring properly. And there we go. So hopefully you enjoyed seeing how I did that. Let me know in the comments what you think, and maybe I'll do some more of these. Let me know if there's anything you want me to cover. Peace.